It's the Denver Broncos taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with Two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
In his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run with a second-round pick from April's draft. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Hand off to Thompson. And not much room to speak of. We'll get about 3 up to the 41. If you look at this Bronco defense, they currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the number 1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. On first down, Maynard, and he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 21. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Thompson between the tackles, and he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Second and goal from the 1. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter, that's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So now here are the Broncos for their first drive of the game. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now, he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and a yard. Now a give to Gibbs, running left. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. You look at this Steeler defense. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 34-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. This defense for the Steelers, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Back to throw here. That is caught. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there. With touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This taken in right around the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So with the Steeler offense on their way out, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. Well, here we sit, Week 17, just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second and a yard. Back to throw. Little pitch and catch caught by McDonald. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. Up the middle they go. Maynard. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Right back to him on first down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
They'll run with Thompson. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards. Seven, our score after 1. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Well, they tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Throw over the middle, caught by Jordan. So the completion good for 7 there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 18. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Back to throw again. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he...
Touchdown, Broncos! Jamar Chase with career touchdown number 163. That moves him past LT and into 3rd place all time. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 36. They'll try the left side. Maynard, a good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. 1st level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. This is Ford. And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 13 yards, and it keeps the drive moving.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now back to throw. Buying time to his left. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from drawing level. And he moved left there, Charles. Little danger play. He didn't throw toward that left side, went over the middle. Got the 6, though.
Yeah, he seems like the type of guy that when you told him as a kid, don't touch the stove because it might be hot, he touched it anyway. And this one, he got away without getting burned.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. And coming out now, the Broncos. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Gibbs straight ahead. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 37. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll go. HN. And obviously they want that run yardage, so they decline the penalty.
And no doubt about it, smart on their part. They finished off the play, but if you're going to jump, if you're going to commit a penalty, it's your job to finish off the play so you don't give up big gains like that.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Second down and 6 now from the 26. Now a handoff up the middle. Tatum. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll run for it with Achane. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jamar Chase, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Broncos have moved out in front. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
2nd and 6. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
They'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And, oh, that is going to be a safety.
The goal was to score just before the break, but I'm not sure that a safety was how they expected to do it. But give the defenders credit. They saw how the series was starting out, and I think it increased their intensity. This was their chance to make a huge play before the half, and all they needed was one play to get it done.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. This is brought in at the 21. One more drive here for the Steeler offense in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. 2nd and 5. He'll set up a throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down. Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, and it's the Bengals who are out in front. Joe Burrow, 4 touchdown passes. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see, currently, they trail in that ball game. The Packers trying to hold on and claim victory. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore and check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they were winners in their ball game over the visiting Buffalo Bills. Lamar Jackson leading the way with a couple of touchdown passes in the victory.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. For the Broncos offense set to begin this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we... They're perfections in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. He finds his man complete. It's Jordan. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Up the middle, Achane. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll run on first down. Tatum, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The throw over the middle, taken in. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They make their 2nd half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that can make this a 3-possession game.
On play action, they'll throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 41 yards.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They give it here to Thompson, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
They go with Thompson again. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have got it back to within a score. On 3rd down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations, but there's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will shave 1 more off this lead. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Denver's offense now set to go. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They go play action here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Before they can get the punt away whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
You need to get the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Hands it off out of the gun. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward to get the first down.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Second and 9 now. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
A first throw for the backup Griffin. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of. Trying to engineer a fourth quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 83 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They run it here with Thompson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
The Steelers on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and forever. Out of the gun, Griffin. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 36. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On the carry, Thompson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Here's 2nd and 10. A throw that's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they snap him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20. This one an absolute must. It's 4th and 4. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Steelers go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. They'll try and run it here. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So the Broncos now down by a field goal. 1:53 remaining. A chance to end this season with a bang as they come up with a 1st and 10. First down, Tatum. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He's back to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here now, third down. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. The Steelers ready to take over on offense. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all three timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a give, right side. Maynard. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he is going to have a Steeler first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it. On the ground with a tight end. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. Tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They're going to run this with a tight end, and he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that would just about put a capper on this game. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. 5 plays there on that drive, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete to Chase. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Steelers, they finish off a perfect regular season, 17-0. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Denver, they fall for just the 4th time all season as they will finish 13-4. And as division champs, they will host a playoff game next week in the wild card round. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everybody.